Hey guys, Russell Babbitt here. This is, as far as I can tell, episode 9. And today I am coming at you with a little bit of comet slash earthquake, maybe with just a dab of mud flood research. Um, this is going to be quick, guys. I'm just going to tell you here what my kind of my quick 2 cents on this is. And hopefully you can give me the educated folks out there can give me your 2 cents, because I imagine some of you can maybe explore these claims a lot better than I can, just with the knowledge you got bouncing around inside your head. Because I'm not entirely too familiar with comets and earthquakes, but there seems to be a correlation here that I see a bunch of people pointing at, and then I've discovered something that is topically relevant as of right now in terms of comets. So, the New Madrid earthquake of 1811 to 1812. 1811 to 1812, New Madrid earthquakes were a series of intense intraplate earthquakes beginning with an initial earthquake of moment magnitude 7.2 to 8.2. On December 16, 1811, followed by a moment magnitude 7.4 aftershock on the same day. Two additional earthquakes of similar magnitude followed in January and February 1812. They remain the most powerful earthquakes to hit the contiguous United States east of the Rocky Mountains in recorded history. So, major quakes, guys. There was actually 1,874 um, quakes in total. There was those three, and then there was a ton of aftershocks, and these went on from December 16th of 1811 into February of 1812, and it was said by the president that he could feel them sitting in the White House, and it was said that they rang church bells in Boston. Um, and you could feel the aftershocks in Louisville, Kentucky, which is 190 miles away, for 2 months basically afterwards. So these aren't just some big earthquakes. This is statistically significant, as this is the worst earthquake we've had on the east of the Rockies in America. And when that was going on, wouldn't you know it, that was the same time this was going on with Tecumseh's Comet. Well, let me just I'll just tell you about this. I was going to show you Static in the Attic's video, but the thing is that I'm not super well researched into this. I'm asking for your help, and so I'll just give you my understanding of it. Tecumseh was an Indian chief. He was trying to get a bunch of Indian chiefs together to fight a war with him or something. He saw a comet. His brother predicted an eclipse. He saw a comet. It was some decisive moment for him in battle. And the earthquake happened. And they reported that it was like comet, earthquake, or earthquake, comet, bing, bang, boom. Napoleon's men reported this comet, but this thing was there. It was the longest recorded visibility of a comet since, and the only one to beat it since that is Hale-Bopp. We're gonna find it right now. Another thing is that I have looked for this, and most of today, guys, I've spent just searching the internet for like comet reset videos or information, and it seems like there used to be a wealth of it, and now it seems like there's really not much. But yeah, so It was visible to the naked eye for around 260 days. Um, there's a little drawing of it. But I mean, look at that. Look at that. It said that it had a 110-mile tail, is what somebody who saw it said, described it as. Um, and that, I mean, that looks, as bright as the moon for sure. I can't really tell because there is no moon there, but I imagine that that was incredibly bright to them, just like if you or I saw something as bright as the moon, which I'm about to show you. This comet is going to be this one that's just about here. We would probably be like, oh, wow, that's noteworthy. And this was the same thing. It was noteworthily flipping huge. And I can't say it caused these earthquakes, but there's something there. There's other, I've seen a bunch of people talking about this, and I'm not uh, skilled enough to really unpack it and substantiate it, but I can tell you for sure that comets and big earthquakes somehow related. It seems like that tsunami that we had in like 2005 or something. I saw somebody talking about comets having to do with that or being a precursor or kind of hailing it coming, and it seemed to make sense. I don't know. I hope you guys can help, but this is what's going on in the skies right now, out in outer space. Experts believe the comet Atlas will be as bright as the moon when it approaches the sun. Being able to see comets is not as anticipated compared to seeing meteor showers, which occur at least once every month by a different group of meteorites. Now, experts believe one particular comet, the Atlas comet, will shine as bright as the moon when it approaches the sun. Express reports that the comet, which is also referred to as C2019Y4, C2019, is expected to shine brightly when it gets closer to the sun. The comet is currently within the vicinity of Mars' orbit and is expected to go nearer by the latter part of May. By this time, Atlas will be 0.25 astronomical units away from the Sun, but the distance will shorten the closer it gets. When Atlas approaches the Sun, scientists believe the comet will shine as bright as a waxing crescent moon. According to the Space Weather website, the comet is about as bright as an 8th or ninth magnitude star. That's too dim to see with the naked eye, but consider this. The comet is hundreds of times bigger than astronomers predicted when it was 4 months ago. And that by May, when the comet is closer to the sun, the comet will be as bright as a first magnitude star or a waxing crescent moon. For those who already want to see a glimpse of Atlas before May, astronomers or space enthusiasts will already be able to see the comet with a mid-sized backyard telescope. It is also encouraged to observe the comet as it gets brighter, the closer it gets to the sun, and look out for possible outbursts that may happen in the coming weeks due to the volatile material within the comet getting exposed by the increasing sunlight. Although comets are usually observed, there is a possibility that a comet may decide to strike Earth instead of passing by it. Asteroid and comet expert Dr. Steve Chesley previously revealed what makes a comet dangerous, especially if it ever decides to strike. Dr. Chesley noted how comets usually were seen as bad omen all throughout history, and explained that because comets move faster than asteroids, they will cause more damage. Aside from the speed, the size of the comet is also a concern, as Dr. Chesley reveals that the comets coming from the deep space would most likely be much larger. Now, there's a bunch of poppycock language in here, and we're not gonna have a sidebar about that. I don't care if these lights in the sky are other burning balls of gas, or if this thing's coming from deep space, um, because ain't nobody going nowhere. Space is fake, baby. But what I hear here, and what matters to me, and what should matter to you, is that this thing is going to be as bright as the moon, a waxing crescent moon. Not entirely sure how bright that is or what exactly it is, but there's going to be something else in the sky as bright as the moon. I don't know how bright the Tecumseh's comet was, Napoleon's comet. I'm not sure. Um, if this thing is up there at all, I say it's concerning. I say we should really keep a close watch, a close eye on like earthquake activity, which I've heard that earthquakes have been ramping up all around the world. I've heard that storms, earthquakes, all types of things. This coronavirus we think they're using it just to roll out martial law. There's the pyramids are about to be flooded. Did you guys know how close is the water up to the base of the pyramids? Oh, it's there. It's like on the front doorstep of the pyramids. Let me see if I can get a picture of that. But let's keep a really close eye on the weather, you guys. Let's just keep an eye on each other and just try to be there and love each other and support each other during this emotionally, financially, uh, and just trying time. Trying time. I know there's a lot of you guys out there who have children, and I'm praying for you, and I wish you and your families the best. And yeah, don't worry. You have favor with the God of your choice, or with the universe, or your higher self, or however you choose to skin that cat. But yeah, just walk, just be righteous, and just know you aren't gonna get the coronavirus. And even if you did, you'd be totally fine.